So yeah, when I was using, society really treated me like an outcast. I really struggled to connect with other humans, actually. I can remember that there was one instance I was really trying to hold it together. I was still trying to work, but in order to get through the day, I was hairdressing. I had to use crack at lunchtime. So I remember going over to a car park, which was my regular thing to do, to go and use to get me through the day. And a park car, can't say the word, a car park attendant actually caught me doing it, and he swore at me and called me some disgusting names. But in a nutshell, he was saying that I was a real second class piece of whatever, and I wasn't shouldn't be gracing this earth. And I just remember at that moment it was quite a turning point for me. It wasn't my rock bottom because I continued to carry on using for a good year and a half after that, but it was awful. I just felt that most people were treating me like that. And I remember having like a long hooded coat and having the hood up most of the time because I couldn't look people in the eyes. And that was really tough. I'd say to them, if people discriminated me, like they do, and I've heard many stories of people saying the same thing, just maybe think about the person behind that. Think about why they might be doing that. I didn't want to get myself into that situation. And if that man had maybe stopped and just said a kind word to me or, are you okay? It might have made all the difference. I mean, my using carried on for a good year and a half after that, and trust me, it got an awful lot worse. But at that moment, if someone had stepped in with a kind word, it really could have made all the difference. Sometimes just think about that person on the street or that you think they're trash. Just think about maybe why, what's their story. I think my turning point into recovery, it almost felt to me like it was getting taken out of my hands. I mean, I'd lost an awful lot of weight. Like I said, I was trying to bring up a child on my own. It just all got too much. I was incredibly depressed. I didn't know that at the time, but I've been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which I prefer to call complex emotional needs. But at the time, I didn't know that, and I was very, very depressed. And I was actually trying to end it all. And literally, a voice came out of nowhere. I was in my bedroom. I could hear my child downstairs playing with her friends. I was really trying to end it. I was even, scraping out my crack pipe, injecting whatever I could find into my system to go. And a voice came out of nowhere and said, just really pull yourself together. It was a deep, dark voice. And at the time, and it really shocked me. And the next day, I literally found myself walking for 3 miles to get to the NA meeting. And really, my recovery journey started from them. I couldn't really have got any lower. I couldn't carry on using anymore. It was taken out of my hands. And I think my body was so used to taking drugs, I was even struggling to kill myself at that stage. It can feel really helpless at times, and sometimes it feels like there's no way out of it. Trust me, there is. And you have to have hope. It is so much better on the other side. It is a long journey, trust me, and I don't always get it right. I'm lucky enough not to have used now for 17 years, but it can still be a struggle, but it's so much better on the side of this. So, just carry on and reach out and ask for support, peer support workers, people that have gone through it. They really do understand it. They get it. No one's going to judge you. And if they are judging you, it's them that's wrong, not you. You've done nothing wrong. You're just reaching out for help, but do keep going. Think most helpful to me, I had some workers. I mean, I was engaging for services for quite a long time before I was really using them properly. I was just kind of turning up, but it was a couple of people that really stood out to me. One woman who was working for CGL, which at the time was CRI. I mean, she told me about her lived experience, and that really helped me because to me, she felt seemed really professional. She really had a life together. And she told me she was an alcoholic in recovery, and that was a big, big help to me. And several other workers that just really said, we believe in you. You can do this and you can turn this around. And, from that point, I really realized that actually humans are amazingly resilient. We can do it. Sometimes it feels like it's all too much, but just take it one step at a time. But do reach out, reach out. Don't try and do it on your own. There's other people that really understand and will help you.